Shows Adam West as Batman and Michael Clark Duncan as Robin tied up in chairs in Joker's lair. Shows Heath Ledger as the Joker standing in front of them. Ledger, I warned you two about going into steam rooms together. You were easy pickings. Duncan, steam rooms are good for our skin. West, what are you up to this time, Joker? Ledger, well, Batman, I time traveled into the future and brought back a weapon that will bring the world to its knees. West, what's that? Ledger, in the future it is called Twitter. It essentially is an algorithm-controlled connective service where people can read information sent by other people and talk to each other instantly. Duncan, well, that doesn't sound too bad. Ledger, that's for sure. Because once I have this up and running, there will be no hope for the United States military-industrial complex, as information will undoubtedly be posted that doesn't coincide with their Vietnam objectives. West, you're going to let a bunch of dirty hippies speak their minds? How dare you? You're not going to get away with this. Duncan, but wait. Don't dirty hippies already speak their minds? I heard John Fogerty on the radio talking about how he was no fortunate son. West, that's true. Just yesterday I heard that dirty hippie John Lennon on the radio with a song called Give Peace a Chance. It made me sick. But your plan is meaningless, Joker. The anti-establishment has the freedom to sing whatever the hell they want. But that won't stop us from having a high enough GDP to deter Soviet aggression. Duncan, you're not going to get away with this, sucker. Ledger, and what are you going to do about it, Robin? Duncan, don't call me my slave name. My name is Mohammed Mustafa Jabbar now. Ledger, well, before the day is done, I'll be sure to send you to your 40 virgins. West, Joker, what is your endgame? Why are you against America? Ledger. Oh, Batman. I dream of a world where the state is run by an entrenched group of technocrats and other various intelligentsia that have the media in their back pocket and spread socialist ideals. So perhaps one day, the floor for the indigent of the world will be significantly raised. West, you monster. Ledger. Further, I want to make sure that people who are not 100% in lockstep with everything the state proposes be shamed and silenced for speaking out of line. A utopian, socialist, totalitarian regime which will ensure that it never has to deal with an opposing opinion ever again. Duncan, how are you going to do that? Ledger, that's easy. If you censor the content, anything that goes against the totalitarian regime will be labeled disinformation. West, that's insane. People will never go for that. How on earth would a bunch of anti-establishment hippie types ever agree to censorship in a free society? Ledger, you just need to have a joker or two claim it's a threat to democracy and have it play on the news. For some reason, people still trust it. Duncan, trust it like a fox. Duncan shows he was able to untie himself and runs towards Ledger. Ledger sidesteps Duncan, who crashes into a brick wall, rendering him unconscious. Ledger pulls out a gun, points it at West tied to the chair, and asks, "Any last words, Batman?" West, "Superman, please save me." Ledger, "What was that?" West, "Superman, please save me." Christopher Reeve jumps through the brick wall, takes Joker's gun and knocks him out with one punch. Reeve, "Batman, you should have called me earlier. I told you. I'm always willing to help." West rolls his eyes and says, "I had the situation under control. I just wanted to share the spotlight with you." Reeve, "Well?" West,
Well, what?
Read.
Do you have anything to say?
West.
Thank you, Superman.
Read.
You're very welcome. And live from Tom's phone, we're not alive. It's Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that is unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guest, Pete Seeger, and your host, Carey. Ladies and gentlemen, Carey.
Applause, applause, applause. Carey.
Well, hey, everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. I've finally been asked to come on. I'm told it took so long because the producer's a White Sox fan. But I had to remind him that I actually was an announcer with the White Sox before joining the Cubbies.
John Belushi comes out.
Hey, Harry.
Carey.
Hey, Johnny. How are you?
Belushi.
I'm good. I just wanted to see if maybe, since I'm a diehard Cubs fan, if you'd wear this Cubs hat.
Carey.
Sure, I don't see why now.
Bernie Mac comes out and says, no way. Carey.
What's the problem?
Mac, you just said you started with the White Sox. Why don't you wear a Sox hat instead? Carey puts on the Cubs hat, points to his feet and says,
I'm sorry, Bernie, but hey, at least I'm wearing a pair of White Socks. Anyway, as was my tradition with the Cubbies during the 7th inning stretch, I thought I'd give you all a rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Applause, applause, applause. Charles Grodin comes out.
Hey, Harry, I really don't want you to hurt your brand, so I take it from here.
Carey.
No way, Chuck. I don't care about any stinking brand. I got this. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we ever get back. Let's see, root for the redacted. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs. We have a great show tonight. Pete Seeger is here. Boy, if I had a hammer. We'll be right back.